Good morning, 2A. So today for math, we are going to start talking a little bit about place value up to 1,000. So we've been working a little bit with place value with ones, tens, and hundreds, and today we're going to start talking a little bit about place value with thousands. So I'm going to share my screen so we can have our base 10 pieces here on our screen. So what we are going to do is we are going to talk about how we trade or regroup a number according to our place value. So we're going to start with our ones. I got my 1, 1 over here. So how many ones do I need to trade for 110? How many ones do I need to trade for 110? Yeah, I need 10 ones. Remember, when we use base 10, 10 is our magic number. Look, it's going to put them in a nice little group for me. 4, 5. It's a little bit easier than drawing them, I figured. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 tens, and those 10 tens can be traded for 110. So if we know that piece of information, how many tens do we think we need to trade for 100? Yeah, again, we need 10 tens. Remember, again, 10's that magic number. So now I have 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, that one's going to connect. That's okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I can use, in these tens, I can trade for 100. So you see how it goes down. Now here's where we get a little tricky. And I'm going to have to clear my board because I'm out of a little bit of space. How many hundreds do you think I trade to get 1,000? How many hundreds are in 1,000? Yeah, it's 10 again. So I'm going to clear my board because I'm running a little bit low on space here. So we're going to count by 100s 10 times in order to see and double check. So we got 100. Now we're going to have to overlap them a little bit here. 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, I'll go down here, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. So 10 100ths is equal to 1,000. So you'll notice that you need 10 to keep moving along. And a little bit more about 1,000. So there's not a 1,000 block over here, but when we write 1,000, it's a 3D, let me see if I can draw a 3D cube up here. So our 1,000 piece is like a 3D cube because it fits 10 hundreds blocks, those blocks that we use at school, stacked up together. So it kind of looks like this. It's my best drawing. When we write the number 1,000, we write 1, 0, 0, 0. But 1,000 gets a little tricky because there's a comma. When we start writing bigger numbers, there's a comma that helps us separate the numbers so it makes it easier for our brains to read. So the way we do that is we start over here at the end and we go over 1, 2, 3 spots and we put a comma in. And that helps our brains to be able to read it. And this happens even if the number is over 1,000. So let's say we had 2,341. I'm still going to go over 1, 2, 3, go 1, 2, 3 spaces over and put my comma in. And even if my number was way, way bigger and I had more digits on this side, I would still keep going 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, comma. And I always start from the right side when I do that comma. So when we write those numbers, it's important to have the comma so our brains can read it. So we have our place values here. I'm just going to use my eraser to erase this other number here. So we have 1,000 here. Let's talk a little bit about our place value. So we know Oops, I don't know how it works. Okay, so we know that we have the ones here. We know that this is called the tens. Nice job. We know this is called our hundreds. This is mostly what you worked on yesterday. That was why we did that sheet where you had some review here. And then this one is the thousands. This pen is a little tricky right with. So the thousands here is our newest place value spot. And when we decide the value of this number, let me change my color here. There we go. When we decide the value, our value is in thousands. So if we had a, let me erase this digit here. If I decided I was going to put a 4 here, the value of this 4 would be 400 because it's in the 100 spot and there's 4 hundreds. So the value of this 1 would be 1,000. And if there was a 2 here, it would be 2,000. If there was a 7 here, it would be 7,000. So this is a little introduction to 1,000. And your assignment today involves this, and I'll show you that right now. So this is your worksheet for today. So on each one of these pom-poms, they give you a number of hundreds, thousands, ones, and tens, and they're in different orders. So notice this one starts with hundreds, this one starts with tens, this one starts with thousands. So you have to pay attention. And you need to put the number in the correct spot for writing the number. So if I was going to fill this out and I was going to have 7 hundreds, I have to think of which one's the 100 spot, and notice there's a little comma that helps me figure out where it is. So I know this is the 100, so I'm going to put my 7 here. My thousands is here, so we got 2. My ones is here for 6, and my tens is here for 3. And then I want you to practice trying to read that number. So 2,736. So that's what you're going to do today. There's also a Google form for this that I will link if you don't have a printer. Remember, a Google form is another great way of doing your work, and you get to submit it to me and I can see what your work looks like. So if you're looking for me to check your work and you want another adult to check it because maybe there's not an adult available at home, or the adult that is available at home is busy with something else, you can always submit it to me and I can check it there. So that is your math assignment for today. If you have any questions, you can send me a Class Dojo message or an email and I will get back to you. I hope everyone has a terrific Tuesday, and I will hopefully see many of you tonight at our Zoom call at 6:30. Have a great day.